Well, hello there, snow fans, and welcome to the final edition of Snow Church. I'm your host, Rev Snow. I think I'm going to be changing it to next year. Rev Snowflake, just I don't know. It's a little mouthy, don't you think? And I did have somebody actually send me a pretty cool license plate that they had, and suggest, oh, I forget what they said to suggest, but that put me on the track to getting rid of the flake and just being Rev Snow. So let's call me Rev Snow for this last and final edition of the 2002-2003 season. Well, who knows where we are now? Here's a hint. I've skied here before, but I think almost nobody knows my out west skiing history. So, it's in a state that starts with U. Okay. It's pretty easy. It is the last resort in at the top of Little Cottonwood Canyon. Yes, yes. I picked this resort not for the terrain or the skiing, but because they got the most snow of all the ski resorts in the Wasatch Range. Yes, Alta, Utah. And they are over 700 inches for the season. Which I don't think it's that big of a deal because I think their annual average is 600 inches or something like that. But at any rate, it's just starting to snow there now. As you can see, sort of the milkiness in the visibility. They are under a winter storm warning for a good dumping of snow. And beautiful, beautiful area to ski. I wasn't up any of the other canyons, but just below Alta is Snowbird. Snowbird's a little bit more modernized. Alta's kind of like skiing in the 70s. They have just small little base lodges, and I don't even know if they're letting people snowboard at Alta. For the longest time, they weren't. But it's kind of like a purist place. I liked it. I liked it a lot. It was not super crowded. We didn't really ever have to wait too long in a lift line. And, they have all kinds of terrain. They have stuff like this that is groomed and not too bad. And, I mean, this isn't beginner, but, and then they have lots and lots of places with moguls. I hate moguls. But at any rate, yeah, I had a great time when I went out there, and didn't get any snow though. Out there for like 4 days and didn't get any snow. I did have a friend who went like the year before and got snowed in. Yeah, so much snow that the only road in and out, was closed due to avalanches, and yeah, they got like 6 feet of snow in 24 hours or something like that. So, at any rate, all right. Here's the 24-hour snowfall ending this morning. And you can see the lake effect snow that finished up yesterday morning across the Great Lakes. Also kind of spread into the northeast. Obviously, this not being lake effect snow, it's too far away. And then the snows in California, Nevada, Utah, Idaho, western Wyoming, western Montana. If you'd like to know, Alta is sitting right about here. Little Cottonwood Canyon. All right. This is why I had a hard time finding new snow around here. Snow falling. Get that live snow shot. Pretty quiet right now. That's going to be changing dramatically here as we go through later tomorrow into Saturday across the Midwest, upper Midwest. And yeah, we'll get to that, shall we? Let's get to that right now. How about it? Here we go. This is the European model. And this is the quietness we're in right now. Get a little tease of snow here by the wee morning hours of tomorrow. This is about 5 o'clock in the morning on Friday. And then this is about, 8 o'clock in the morning. So we see these snows breaking out here tomorrow morning. And they continue, but not with reckless abandon. There's even a little bit of a lull. But then see this out here? Watch how this will spread eastward and intensify the snowfall amounts across northern Wisconsin and the southern and eastern UP. Oh boy. Oh boy. If you're in Iron River, Iron Mountain, maybe even like Menominee, looks like you're going to be getting some decent snows here. Some 20-inch or more amounts are seen for some areas there. This would be Saturday night. Snows basically end with this event from west to east, starting early Saturday morning and then maybe Saturday around sunrise and then Saturday evening. So we're done with the snow then with this event by the time we're at this timestamp. So let's move in, zoom in, cruise in to the Great Lakes sector for this. And we'll get to that same timestamp. Here we got some numbers. Wausau 13.6, Marquette 12.5. That don't have the amounts for right here in like Forest County. And I forget the other counties there, but according to the GFS, this is where the heaviest snows are going to fall. The European, this is where the heaviest snows are going to fall. Can't forget about these counties all the way off was the Chippewa County, I think, over by the bridge. So if you're going to be coming up north from downstate Michigan, might have some brief, but might have some bridge issues due to snows and winds. And then let's just run this all the way out. No, you know what? I got to go back to the continental U.S. because the next system, at least, well, both the GFS and the European have it taking a more westerly track than yesterday. Yesterday had the main snow band like right about here, and now you will be able to see that it's South Dakota, eastern North Dakota, northwest Minnesota that get the poundings of snow. And look at this, California, 10-day snowfall, not even, well, I guess maybe about a foot. So maybe they're kind of backing out of their tumultuous winter. It would make sense as the jet stream starts to creep further and further north on its seasonal retreat into the northlands of the northern hemisphere. But yeah, that's the 10-day snowfall for the European model. Now let's go to the GFS. And here is the snow for, stop it right there. Okay, right there, that's the snow for the first storm. This is Saturday evening, around 8 p.m. Again, let's change our sector view to the Great Lakes so we can kind of zoom in on things. Go right there. This is more aggressive, obviously. 30 inches in Marquette, 18 inches in Bruce Crossing, as much as a foot into Houghton County, even almost, well, not like central Houghton County, where Houghton Hancock is, Lance, Baraga. You start getting up north into the Keweenaw, and the amounts drop off, which is fine because I heard that the Keweenaw trail services, Keweenaw Snowmobile Club is not going to be extending the season into the weekend. The main issue is the fact of getting landowner permissions. And when I was the president of the club, we had something like 400. I think it was 400. It was a big amount of landowners that we had to get easement permissions and have them sign things. So that would be a rather daunting job for what I would suspect to be the handful of snowmobilers that want to come up and ride this Saturday and Sunday. There are clubs that have much less and are able to pull it off. I think Superior Snow Club is one. Also, as you get over towards Lake Gogebic and I think North Country, so you know, the Lake Gogebic area up towards Twin Lakes, all trails will be open and groomed. Well, trails will be open and groomed. I don't want to say all trails because I can't speak for those clubs, but they were able to get things done to extend the season into Saturday and Sunday. So if you want to come up. And that's good because they're kind of a bullseye here. Like I say, with Bruce Crossing to get about almost 19 inches of snow. Marquette, 30 inches of snow. So if you're a skier, maybe head there. It does not look like Bohemia is going to get a whole lot of fresh snow. Sorry, Lonnie. And yeah, that's it for this storm. So let's back out again into the continental U.S. and finish this off. Go to 66. Okay, so this is Saturday night. And then pretty quiet through the, well, really the weekend. Because Saturday, the snows kind of end in most places early in the day. And then Sunday's quiet. First half of next week is quiet. And then look where the GFS puts the storm for the middle of next week, all the way out here in the Dakotas. So that might be a little bit too far west. I think maybe the European has a slightly better handle on things. But, you know, now we're starting to get into that time frame where it's just almost just watching the weather for the sake of watching the weather. This is April 8th, next Saturday. But you know what? A lot of folks like to go out into La La Land. So, let's go into La La Land. Oh, how exciting. Not much. Typical mid-April. Not much snow at all. So, I will sign off with this beautiful picture. Actually, I'm going to reload it because this is hasn't changed much. Thank you, folks, for the wonderful season. I really do appreciate you coming by and checking out the videos. I love the comments below. I think there were only maybe 1 or 2 negative the whole season. I don't really care if they're negative. Obviously, would enjoy, or I do enjoy the positive ones, and I enjoy the camaraderie and to be able to interact with some of the comments. And but the bottom line is I really do appreciate you guys coming by each and every day to check this thing out. And I'm going to work on next year's to try and just kick it up a notch, maybe make the board a little bit more interactive. I can hook up a computer to this, and I'm thinking that if I do hook up a computer to this, then I might be able to just draw things and have them stay as I go through animations and stuff like that. So I'll be working on it, always trying to make things better here at johnd.com and John D. Snow Church. So enjoy your warm months, and I will see you, wow, what is it, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, in about 8 months. Just think all that will have happened in 8 months. Hopefully we're all still around and aren't speaking Chinese. Never gonna happen. Yeah. Have a great 8 months starting with today. Keep your sticks on the ice and a smile on your face. And love y'all. Bye-bye.